Ever wondered if the mysteries of numerology and Chinese astrology could possibly tilt the odds in your favor in sports betting? We're about to explore the intriguing blend of these ancient practices and their potential influence on your betting game. Stay tuned to delve into this fascinating intersection of numbers, stars, and sports. To start, we need to understand numerology. It's the study of numbers' mystical significance. But what does that mean? And more importantly, where did it come from? Numerology, an ancient science, has roots that trace back over 2,500 years to the Greek mathematician Pythagoras, who believed that the world was built on the power of numbers. Some might argue that numerology is simply the art of playing with numbers, but it's much more than that. It's a field of study that associates numbers with specific energies or vibrations. Now let's delve a bit deeper. Each number, from 1 to 9, along with master numbers 11 and 22, is believed to possess a unique vibrational essence. This essence reflects certain personal attributes and life events. For example, the number 1 is associated with leadership, independence, and uniqueness, while the number 2 signifies harmony, balance, and cooperation. Numerologists believe that these vibrations can influence a person's character and destiny. They calculate life path numbers, heart's desire numbers, and personality numbers, among others. Each of these calculations is based on specific aspects of a person's life, such as their birth date or the letters in their name. These numbers, once deciphered, can provide insights into a person's life, their strengths and weaknesses, and even their destiny. It's like having a unique numerical fingerprint. Numerology is not just about predicting the future, it's also about understanding ourselves better. It's about tapping into the universal language of numbers to decode the mysteries of life. Now, you might be wondering, what does numerology have to do with sports betting? Well, the answer might surprise you. Just as numbers have vibrations that can influence our lives, they can also sway the outcomes of sports events. Now that you comprehend numerology, let's explore how it intertwines with sports betting. Numerology is fascinating, isn't it? But we've only scratched the surface. So far, we've explored the basic numbers from 1 to 9 and the master numbers 11 and 22. But there's another master number that holds great significance in numerology, and that's number 33. Master numbers in numerology are powerful and have unique vibrations. They're considered to be some of the most influential numbers because they have double the energy of the single-digit numbers. Now let's delve into the mystique of master number 33. This master number is extremely rare in numerology and represents the principles of compassion, blessings, and inspiration. People with this number in their numerological profile are believed to be selfless, loving, and nurturing. They're often seen as healers and teachers, guiding others with their wisdom and kindness. But what does this have to do with sports betting, you might ask? Well, number 33, with its unique vibrations of compassion and blessing, can influence the energy of a game. For instance, a player with a life path number of 33 might have a particularly inspiring performance, leading their team to victory with their unselfish play. Or a game played on a date that reduces to the number 33 might see an underdog team triumph, fueled by a collective spirit of unity and compassion. It's fascinating, isn't it? How these numbers and their vibrations can influence not just our personal lives, but also the world of sports. Master number 33, often associated with altruism and understanding, can add another layer to your numerology-based betting strategy. But numerology isn't the only mystical system that can influence sports betting. Next, let's explore the world of Chinese astrology. Numerology isn't just about personal destiny. It can also play a role in predicting sports outcomes. Welcome to the fascinating world of sports betting, where numbers don't just dictate scores, but can also be instrumental in predicting outcomes. Numerology, the study of numbers, can add an intriguing twist to your betting strategy. In sports betting, numerologists often pay attention to the players' birth dates. This is because, in numerology, a person's birth date reveals their life path number, which is believed to influence their destiny. For instance, if a player with a life path number of 1, typically associated with leadership and winning, is playing, numerologists might bet in their favor. But it doesn't stop at birth dates. Jersey numbers can also play an interesting role. In numerology, each number carries a specific vibration and energy. So, a player wearing a jersey number 7, associated with introspection and inner wisdom, might perform unexpectedly well in a high-pressure match. Event dates are another key factor. The date of the match can influence the energy of the day, which could potentially affect the game's outcome. For example, a match held on a date that reduces to the number 5 might be particularly unpredictable, as 5 is the number of change and unpredictability in numerology. Now you might be wondering, does this really work? Well, there are numerous anecdotes of successful bets based on numerology. One such story involves a bettor who consistently bet on a baseball player with a life path number of 8, a number associated with ambition and success. Over the course of a season, the player performed exceptionally well, leading to significant winnings for the bettor. Of course, it's important to note that while numerology can add an exciting layer to sports betting, it's not a guaranteed winning strategy. Like all forms of betting, it involves a degree of risk. But for those who enjoy the thrill of the game and the allure of the numbers, it can add another dimension to the experience. Numerology can add another dimension to your betting strategy. But what about Chinese astrology? Scene script. Chinese astrology, an ancient wisdom, could be your secret weapon in sports betting. Dive into the world of Chinese astrology, a fascinating system based on lunar years, each represented by a different animal sign, adding up to a 12-year cycle. This intricate system has been guiding people in their lives for thousands of years, and it might just help you navigate the thrilling landscape of sports betting. The Chinese zodiac wheel spins with 12 animals: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Each year the wheel turns and a new animal takes the lead, bringing its unique traits and characteristics into the limelight. The rat, the first in the cycle, is known for its sharp wit and resourcefulness. Think of a team or an athlete who consistently outsmarts their opponents, always one step ahead of the game. Those born in the year of the rat might be particularly good at spotting these qualities and using them to their advantage when placing bets. Next is the ox, a symbol of diligence and determination. Picture a marathon runner, relentlessly pushing forward, or a football team that fights until the last minute. Sports bettors born in an ox year may have a knack for recognizing this kind of stamina and resilience in competitors. The cycle continues, each animal sign bringing its unique perspective. The tiger's courage, the rabbit's caution, the dragon's charisma, the snake's intuition, the horse's energy, the goat's creativity, the monkey's versatility, the rooster's practicality, the dog's loyalty, and finally the pig's generosity. Each animal sign is believed to influence the events and behaviors of its year, subtly shaping the world of sports. Recognizing these traits in teams and athletes, and understanding how they align with the current year's animal sign, might just give you an edge in the betting arena. With the understanding of Chinese astrology, you can add another layer to your betting strategy. Chinese astrology isn't just about personal fortunes. It can also influence sports outcomes. This ancient practice, deeply rooted in Chinese culture, assigns each year to an animal sign in a 12-year cycle, and each of these animals carries unique characteristics and traits. When applied to sports betting, these traits can become a fascinating tool for prediction. Let's consider the year of an event. The Chinese animal sign ruling that year can provide insight into the nature of the matches or games. For example, in the year of the tiger, known for its bravery and competitiveness, we might expect thrilling, high-stakes games. Conversely, in the year of the rabbit, characterized by caution and cleverness, we might predict more strategically played, defensive games. Now let's talk about the athletes themselves. The birth years of athletes and the corresponding animal signs can also influence sports outcomes. An athlete born in the year of the horse, known for its energy and enthusiasm, might excel in high-speed sports like basketball or soccer. On the other hand, an athlete born in the year of the ox might thrive in strength-based sports like weightlifting or wrestling due to the ox's traits of persistence and hard work. Finally, bettors can also consider the traits of the governing animal sign. For instance, if the event is held in the year of the dragon, renowned for its luck and charisma, bettors might want to take a chance on underdogs who could surprise everyone with an unexpected win. Chinese astrology and sports betting is a fascinating blend of ancient wisdom and modern-day analytics. It adds an extra layer of depth to the betting process, offering a unique perspective that goes beyond traditional statistics and player performance. With the power of Chinese astrology, you can make more informed bets and potentially increase your winnings. So the next time you place a bet, why not consider the ancient wisdom of the Chinese zodiac? It might just tip the scales in your favor. So, what have we learned about the intersection of sports betting, numerology, and Chinese astrology? Let's take a moment to rehash some of the key points we've discussed. We started our journey by diving into the world of numerology, a belief in the divine or mystical relationship between a number and the events it influences. We learned how each number carries a unique energy, and how that energy can be harnessed to predict outcomes. We then applied these principles to sports betting, exploring how the energy of numbers can influence the outcome of a game. For instance, we looked at how the jersey numbers of players, the number of times a team has won or lost, or even the date of the game can all be analyzed through the lens of numerology. This adds a whole new layer to the way we approach sports betting, transforming it from a game of chance into a game of strategy and intuition. Our journey then took us to the East, where we delved into the world of Chinese astrology. We learned how this ancient system is based on the lunar calendar, with each year associated with a specific animal sign and element. Each combination carries its own set of characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses. We then saw how these principles can be applied to sports betting. For instance, we considered how the characteristics of a team's animal sign and element can influence their performance. We also looked at how the lunar calendar can determine favorable days for betting. In essence, we've seen how numerology and Chinese astrology can add an exciting new dimension to sports betting. They offer a fresh perspective, allowing us to look beyond the surface and into the deeper, more intricate aspects of the game. But while these systems can certainly enhance our betting strategy, it's important to remember that they are not foolproof. They can provide insight and guidance, but they cannot guarantee success. Sports, after all, are unpredictable by nature. A team's performance can be influenced by a myriad of factors, many of which are beyond our control. And let's not forget the most important aspect of sports betting: enjoyment. It's not just about winning or losing, but about the thrill of the game, the camaraderie of fellow fans, and the sheer joy of witnessing a well-played match. So as we wrap up our discussion, let's keep these key takeaways in mind. Numerology and Chinese astrology can add depth to our sports betting strategies, but they are not a magic bullet. They are tools to be used wisely and responsibly. Remember, while these systems can enhance your betting strategy, nothing is guaranteed in sports betting. Always bet responsibly and enjoy the game.